All right, guys. Good morning, everyone. Right now, we're watching HOTH. I literally just gave back $400 on my last trade. This has been such a roller coaster of a ticker. Actually, my second to last trade, I gave back 400. My last trade, I made 200. HOTH is a USA biotech. They're announcing a production for a cancer treatment. I mean, 8 million float, 22 million market cap, 8 million float. I think I was just looking at HUSN. This ticker is extremely overextended, and it hasn't really had like any legit pullback. So I'm a little nervous here. I think we have upside to like 3-4. So I don't want to prematurely stop trading this one pre-market, but you know, it's just such a strong mover, and then the rate of change on it is fairly quick as well. My heartbeat meter, I really got to get that going. That'd be hilarious. Also probably just stress me out even more. Stronger pullback now. Anyway, guys, good morning. It's 9 o'clock here, a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the last trading day of the year, guys. Hold on to your pantyhoses because this is it. Next time we see each other, it's going to be the 4th of January. We got a 3-day weekend here. 4th of January is a Monday. Tomorrow the markets are closed. Yeah, Isaiah. I was using the Garmin one, the Vivo Active 3 or whatever it was called. To be honest, I'm not a big fan. I used it for a whole month, like every day. It was cool, a lot of cool stats, but man, that watch is annoying. It's constantly vibrating for some reason, so I ended up taking it off, but I think it would be fun to do, and I think I could easily set it up. So definitely something for the to-do list in 2021. Anyone still trading HOTH? SPAC Swing King Mike. It's not always a bad thing. Spinning off divisions is usually a good thing. It allows the company to focus on their primary business operations and gives them usually enough cash to, you know, do a little bit more long-term stuff. So it's usually pretty good news. Look at this, HOTH, big move there, breaking above 3.2. See if we can get a little continuation out of here. 17 holding, 18. I was a little bit too slow there. I should have bought at 16. I probably would have sold already. That would have been a really quick breakout trade. Let's see if we can break through 320. That's the number everyone's looking at right now. 319 getting, kind of feels like it's, sellers are accumulating there, but at the same time, it's such a fast mover. It's a little hard to say. Morning, Corey. Good to see you again. I'm really nervous about trading HOTH in these areas. I kind of feel like this ticker is quite overextended on the 5-minute, and it's really ripe for getting into a bad position. We're up on HOTH $745 so far pre-market. This was a really hot mover today. That's after giving back $400 on my last trade or 2 trades ago. There is upside on HOTH, but man, oh man, is the risk reward getting a little bit shaky at these points. DMC says wait for some VWAP activity. Yeah, I probably won't trade in these areas. I thought we were going to keep trading here because I thought we were going to get that pullback to VWAP, and then maybe we'll have a little continuation from there. That's why I was really focused on HOTH just now. But you know, the buyers are still strong on this one. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a move past 3.3. But at the same time, I also wouldn't be surprised if we just had a giant, you know, flush or something like that. So actually, I would be a little bit surprised if we had a big flush. This ticker has not been flushing at all. Which has made this ticker extremely nice to trade. It has its pullbacks, but they're expected. Steven says too many eyes on HOTH. Yeah, I think you're definitely right. You know, too many people want this to keep going up right now. Right now it's 906. There wasn't too much new news coming out today. I was kind of going through some of the news. There's an interesting article in the Wall Street Journal if you guys want to check it out. Remember, you guys can get the access to my watch list right below the video in the first pinned comment. Record IPO surges, basically like $1.6 billion in IPOs this year. And SPACs, they talk a lot about SPACs. Kind of the year of SPACs, a spectacular year. So you can really see IPOs did quite a lot this year. Companies raised $167.2 billion through 454 offerings in U.S. exchanges this year through December 24th. Previous year, 107. So that's a huge increase, over a 50% increase. Only Clean Bangers is wondering, for your Roth IRA account, how long until you can touch it with no charge? I'm not sure what you mean by that, with no charge. You're talking about from the brokerage? There's no taxes on the Roth IRA, period, if that's what you mean. So really quickly, in case anyone's new here, I see this was a question that popped up earlier. If you are totally new here, you want to join the Discord chat. That's where we do a lot of the talking and coming up with ideas around the stream time. The Discord group is right here. If you just click it, it will open it up and just log in. I have a Discord app, so that just pops up. And then you can use the invite link. Always use the invite link, guys, in your app, and then you'll go right to the group. It's fairly should be fairly straightforward. And then we have several chat rooms where we all discuss in there. Let's see if we have open Discord. Which ones we have open right now? So for example, you'll see something like this. This is the feedback section. We have a welcome section. We have some crypto trading. We have stock trading. If anyone's wondering, all the actual trading relative to the live stream is under small cap momentum. MOMO stands for momentum. So that's basically what we're doing on the streams, if you guys are wondering. 25 challenge, that's kind of a little bit older. And then we have the swing trading, and we have some feedbacks for the website, which is Trade Journal, live stream feedback, some of the hardware we use, general chat, some events, And yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy, fairly straightforward Discord. Yeah, only clean bangers. There is a time frame. It's pretty straightforward information on a Roth IRA. You can't take money out of this account without a 10% penalty until you're like 57 or something like that. Age 2 with 2. Age, I think it was 2 withdrawal without pay, 59 and a half. Yeah, and before then there's a 10% tax penalty, which really isn't that bad, because let's say, you know, hypothetically you grow $100,000 to $1 million, you're not paying taxes on any of that money. And if you do, let's say, withdraw $10,000, you pay your income tax like always, and then plus the 10%. So I don't mind paying, you know, 10% penalty on $10,000 when I didn't have to pay any penalty or any taxes to get, you know, money from $100,000 to $1 million. That's really where the value lies in a Roth IRA. So once you can, you know, figure out the day trading, then, you know, it's really valuable. No, I mean, we'll do several things, I'm sure, with the Roth IRA. You know, I don't mind, like I said before, you know, paying a tax penalty. But yeah, most likely we'll leave a significant amount of the money in there. I don't see why you take it out. Doesn't really make sense. Justin Binder says, I got a message from a RuneScape player. Did I? That's hilarious. I don't see it, but I'll check it out later. I think I still have a RuneScape account. I have to check that out. I hope I didn't like delete my email associated to that account. We could all have a RuneScape freaking attack day one day. We'll all go into the wilderness and kill innocent little victims. I'm just kidding, that's mean, but we'll probably do it. You just got me so excited and distracted. Oh, I know, BNGO and NETE. NET went flying. I was like, oh my god. I was so pessimistic on NETE, and that ticker really, really took off. Can't believe it. So we ended the stream around 11, and this is literally the time where it started reversing. I probably would have not been too interested in it until it was back above VWAP, but then it had this really perfect pullback to the VWAP, and then 7.6% breakout, healthy pullback, continuation, just an absolutely beautiful mover, NETE. So yeah, we stopped the stream just a little bit before the action really got started. CAN popping up here as well. There's a lot of tickers kind of to review today, so I'm probably just not going to review any, and unless it's really popping up as a lead gapper. So remember, if you guys want to see my watch list, obviously just go in that first pinned comment and you'll get to it. But right now there's a lot of interesting tickers, and I think it's better just to take them as they come here a little bit, because I want to be focused on the best, and who cares about all the other things that are barely moving. So AINC is kind of an interesting one. USA Asset Management Company, 15 million market cap, 2 million float. There was a Form 4 that was filed, which means there's insider buying or selling. In this case, I believe it was buying. So that's why AINC is up. I'm a little questionable on this ticker overall. There's been a lot of inside buying on AINC in the last few months. So I don't know why this one's so much more. Bam. Sec. Let me pull it up again. Clearly I should have wrote that down because then I'm a little foggy in my memory. So yeah, several directors bought. $5.36. Growth Factor says art has used to consume many hours of my life. That just means you grew up at the right time. Do I consider the percent of short floats when building my watch list? You know, I would, but it's usually an outdated statistic. Several weeks, the short floats on most sites don't get updated. So I don't, because it could be super irrelevant by the time you're actually trading the ticker. I really think price action is number one. Float Checker says, visit us to check the float. Is that a website? Like floatchecker.com? Let's see what it has for HOTH. Gotcha, so it pulls from different platforms. Yeah, it's crazy how the floats are always different on all these different websites. So I have the Finviz one wrote down at 8 million, but I do find it a little bit stressful that they're always a little bit different. It's because a lot of institutions, a lot of people calculate float a little bit differently, right? Float is basically how many shares are not in the pool of shares being traded. How do you want to count that? Is an institutions holding those shares? Are those part of the float, or those parts are part of the shares outstanding, right? So there's not like an agreed upon kind of formula in general with the float, but that's why there's always a little bit of disagreement amongst. It's a pretty big disagreement. Pretty big one. I mean, 6 to compared to 10, that's almost a double the amount, which is a little bit absurd. 9:17 here, a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I was going through the news a little bit earlier. Like I said before, nothing really too crazy going on. Besides this IPO article is kind of interesting of a read. But other than that, I don't know, nothing that is not super new. Germany had a huge spike in corona cases. I think it's because, well, the Tagesschau said it was just because there was a delay in reporting over Christmas, and now it's kind of like all the new cases are coming together and being filed on one day. So there's a pretty big spike here. I don't think it was that bad in the States. Let's quickly check worldwide. Worldwide looks like in general it's maybe making a new low, so that could be a really good step in the right direction. One of the top searched things is when are grocery stores open, New York's Eve. That's interesting priority. All right, guys. Ugh. Man, we got plenty of time. Pre-market was good. Pre-market was really good, and it was clean. It was simple. I wonder what the rest of the day is going to kind of give us here. Colby, maybe they're already selling AINC. Who knows? I mean, I'm not sure if they can do it that quickly. I don't see why not. But if your investment goes up 50%, might be a good time to take profits off the table. You know, talking about swing trades and dumping stocks, I'm a little bit nervous right now with R2. specifically LAZR and VLDR, both of which are dipping here pre-market, and the reason for that is Elon Musk kind of came out saying autonomous driving does not need LiDAR technology. And you know the Tesla Elon Musk herd, which it's very profitable following Elon Musk. I think that's making a lot of people nervous here. So VLDR, if we have a nice little pre-market or a spike into the market open, I might close this position. So that's one thing. LAZR, similar situation. I do like this ticker overall. We'll see how it kind of performs at the open, but could be something worth considering closing out. HC, hold on, where the HC2 Holdings. So I don't know much about HCHC, so I can't really give you any feedback on that one. Based on the price actions, it actually looks like it's forming a pretty nice bull flag right now. So I mean, if it doesn't really seem like something I'd want to sell. Let me quickly go to the intraday. What's it doing here? Okay. Had a pre-market big spike. Now kind of pulled back a lot. Didn't hold it. I don't like stocks that don't hold their highs. It's a little bit of a red flag. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like on the daily, it looks kind of interesting, but it's a weird spike that it had pre-market, not to hold its highs. Yeah, 10K, AK. Thank you. Yeah, all the main reports. Recent filings, shelf filings, so like S3s. But any most recent financial statements usually a good place to start. Yeah, growth factory. I feel you, man. We might be wrapping it up here fairly early as well. I'm not totally sure, but just keep that in mind, guys. We might wrap up around I don't know, like earlier the better. Honestly, I got a few things to do over here before I got to do a few other things. That sounds so questionable, but yeah, you know how the New Year's are. I got to do things before I got to do things. Not to mention, pre-market was beautiful, and sometimes you have one of those good runs and you just can't really ask for more. So I'm pretty happy as it is. So I just want to really manage our risk here pretty well. Look at FGF kind of popping up here. Justin says I'm about to make a RuneScape account. Well, at that point you guys would know, because I might as well discuss that with you guys. Why not? Really, really clean zones on this ticker. Also, there's a bit of a halfway house somewhere here at like 5.4, 5.3. Hard to say, but somewhere in that mess in the middle. All right, so let's pick our lead gappers. Obviously, HOTH, it's the lead gapper in terms of percentage return. It's also nicely traded pre-market. Also, I think probably arguably has the best catalyst. USA Biotech, 8 million float. HOTH Therapeutic announces production of H2001 for cancer treatment. That sounds pretty solid. You guys can read it about a little bit more here. And discontinue pending life saving. Dose limiting skin toxins. So this is like really confirmation of what that former news was about. Not sure exactly what date that was. SPAC swing king Mike. Thanks for the $2, man. I appreciate that. Prost. A little bit of pre-New Year's tea cheering. Guess we'll count it. I wish I could show you guys my setup right now, but maybe in the review video, or I could take my camera technically and show you guys later. It's a little bit hectic over here. You probably everyone probably thinks it's so calm over here because there's just white background, but it's like a construction site all around me. Makes me feel like I'm in a Breaking. No, what's that movie? What's that show? Breaking Bad? No, hold on. Makes me feel like I'm in a Blacklist right now, doing some like sketchy activity. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, guys, we got another 3 minutes here before the market opens, or 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Just enough time to review HYLN, our second lead gapper, USA asset management company, 2 million float, 15 million market cap, Form 4 filing for insider buying, which has been going on a lot here. If you scroll down a little bit, you can see all these SEC Form 4s. So they've been quite busy with buying. And this time, it seems a lot more people. So you can see all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 were filed today. No, yesterday. That's yesterday. So a lot of insider buying there. Upside on AINC. We have a decent resistance zone right around 10, former support. And then if you go all the way down, right now we're at 1126 was the high. You can kind of see we've had a few failed breakouts past this area. So this is the zone worth watching. $8.5 we had some interesting support areas in this ticker. We have a bit of like a floor here at 11.6, 11.5. So these are like the 3 zones I would keep an eye on for now. Maybe trading ranges on AINC could be good. It is over the 180-day moving average, so we do have good upside potential on this ticker without a question. Next major zone is probably around 15. I still like HOTH the most. If we can rip back above 3, I really think this one has good upside. 3.2. We could run all the way to 4 fairly quickly. I like HOTH the most, and then AINC. BNGO, it's had a multi-day run here. Yesterday, it sold off a lot. Makes me a little bit nervous overall on BNGO. I'm not sure if I'll trade it. I did do some pre-market trading on HNO. BNGO, we're up $131 on this ticker, so we'll see. I don't know how aggressive I do want to get on this ticker, but for now, we'll just keep it simple and go from there, guys. All right, guys. Like always, good luck. I mean, we got a minute and a half here, so we got plenty of time. I've traded HOTH, HUSN, BNGO, and CAN so far this morning. I'll probably be watching HOTH out of the gates, and I'll keep AINC here on this. Here, see where we can snag this ticker. Yeah, NGO is going to be a heck of an open here near the highs. I really wonder if it's going to break that all-time high, or not the all-time high, but yesterday's open high at like roughly 3. So I'll put an alert there. I mean, we're pretty much kissing that zone right now. All right, guys, 20 seconds here before the market opens. Good luck, everyone. Calm and collected. Darren says, wait for your setup. Amen. That's what it's all about. Don't forget to change time and force today. Here we go. 8 seconds. Good luck, everyone. The NGO, quick dip here. I could see this easily pulling back to around 2.8 before maybe retracing. HOTH, nice little continuation. Our swing trades are definitely busy this morning. Strong sell-off on HOTH. How low you gonna go? I wonder if this one's gonna quickly pop back up and, you know, shoot past the 9 EMA. Could easily happen. Good little bounce there. Wow, BNGO, huge moves on that. AINC found a really good bottom here at 8.5. Potentially a temporary bottom, it's always hard to say. CAN actually has a really decent amount of volume on that ticker. BNGO is the lead dollar volume ticker, but at the same time, you know, it has a huge market cap. So really, HOTH is really the lead capper still, but it's selling off quite a bit. Look at that move on BNGO, absolutely insane here. Really, really nice move into the open. 30% move. Congrats to anyone that nailed that one. Really calm down. What broker are you using? Looks like all the attention right now is on BNGO, that big move. This, surprised it didn't get halted. Size on HOTH. Got another size there, looking to take profits or not cut my losses here on a bounce above 6.6. It's still having a hard time here on this one. Got to be careful. Definitely giving back some profits on this one. Taking about a $150 loss on that one, give or take. Hard to say. CAN doing that nice move. So good to see that energy on that one. So a little bit early entry on HOTH. That was a bit of a mistake on my end. I think I kind of jumped the gun there on that one a little bit. Hit that low of like 63. That was kind of making me a little bit like, not my favorite area. The NGO with a pretty solid pullback here. Nice break there on HOTH back above 72. So we could have actually walked away with a profit on that one. So, bigger size is always, a little bit intimidating sometimes. Still getting used to, 10,000 roughly dollar position sizes. That trade wasn't that big though. It was, $8,000 position size. But still, we've come a far way since the beginning of this year. So still a lot to just kind of get used to overall. FGF looks like it was halted on the way down. I want to be really careful there. HOTH is painful right now for me to watch because it's doing exactly what I wanted that ticker to do. Exactly what I wanted that ticker to do. But yeah, I gotta manage my risk. I can't just jump into another position on it because right now I should be closing my position actually. So yeah. HYLN is definitely working its way back up here. Be careful because HOTH did sell off quite aggressively, around 12% from the open price. So that's usually, for me, a little bit more of a red flag. HOTH might break 2.6. Gonna keep an eye out for that. Yeah, and C could be gearing up here for a decent break. Let's see if 9 holds. Just try to go long on AINC. Closer to 9. But yeah, so far I'm just trying to, not do anything too aggressive, just kind of watching here. AINC does look like it's setting up. Maybe this could be a nice little pullback for a break of VWAP around 9.5. I could really see that happening. Here we go, HOTH possibly breaking 2.6. BNGO possible double bottom. And C didn't hold that. Still watching HOTH. moving any orders on that. The NGO, good bounce there. Good call, guys. Nice bounce, 7%. Pretty solid move. A lot of stuff is selling off, guys. A lot of stuff here selling off. So I've only done one trade since the open, gave back some profits, and everything else still, you know, pulling back as well. Looks like ANC was halted here on the way to the downside. Laser had a really aggressive sell-off and then a huge bounce back. So let's hope that this one will do a little bit of ideally move back to the upside, and we'll probably close out both of these and then reassess the positions on them. BNGO. HOTH selling off again as well. Whew! Scary open today, huh? Clean pre-market. Scary, scary stuff here into the open. HOTH might break 2.5. Seems to be holding for now. Volume has been fading on this ticker. It's been a big sell-off so far. 15% down from pre-market highs. FUBO. Not watching that one. FUBO. Boy TV. I don't know much about this ticker. Doesn't seem like something you'd really want to be long. HOTH is still looking real sketchy here. Very light volume on it though. Would definitely be a ticker worth considering buying if it breaks 2.5. (9:44 a.m. Eastern Standard Time). Markets are a little bit, you know, lighter at the moment. Not seeing like tons of stuff that's super interesting. HOTH is going to be trying to break back above 265. There's some resistance there. 9 EMA. So we'll see how that one goes. Danny says Fubo's interesting sports streaming app mainly, and we'll soon get into the sports betting scene. Oh yeah, that's a huge space. Definitely a ticker worth following probably. Had a big run now on the backside, so could be a good time to start accumulating at one point. HOTH, there's the move, 265. You, sweet. I wonder if it's gonna be back in play. I'd be nervous here for a quick smackaroonie back to the downside, so I don't think I'd be trading this one just yet. BNGO, some decent price action here for a little flag pattern, 9 EMA support, but I don't know. This ticker's so overextended. I just feel so uncomfortable trading a BNGO. And NC still halted. Will be opening up at 46 as long as there's no pending news. AIKI, kind of an interesting ticker, kind of crawling up here for sure. I never like trading breakouts or pullbacks when we're trending lower behind VWAP, under VWAP. It's just, it doesn't mean it doesn't work. It just, I have bad resolution with it. So that's why I'm not trading this pullback right now, which technically should be a good entry. But we are trending to the downside. So I do oftentimes find myself in a bit of a pickle with those pullbacks. So I think there's no need to kind of rush into anything at the moment. Not seeing a lot of clean setups. Really easy to just get, shaken around, especially if you're getting a little too scalpy this pre-market. Market open. BNGO is still holding this flag pattern, or it's going to break out past 3. AINC, here it goes. Halted, moving back to the upside. Really interesting. HOTH selling off. This is exactly what I was talking about with HOTH. This is why I didn't want to trade that pullback. See that? Be careful with pullbacks under VWAP. Very dangerous. Oops, I just totally lost my footing there. There's AINC. Did AINC just get halted again? Oh my lord, this ticker is going to be one of those. Impossible to trade. We'll open it up again probably at 53.38. ACY. Back at it again, huh? I usually don't trade former gappers when there's not a lot of volume. This is just going to be filled with people that are back holding. This is not a ticker for me. Could be fun to trade, if you just put small size into it in an account, you could, afford to just hold on for a while and then, try to buy support and sell into spikes and just kind of do that over and over again. I've done it in the past before. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. It's a very slow way to trade. You kind of have to give yourself like a more of a 4-hour long time frame. But yeah, I won't be trading ACY. It's not a hot runner right now anymore. Yeah, Ramoli, I feel you, man. Damn, Maria. It was a tricky one. I also bought into the sell-off, almost got the bounce. If I actually ended up holding, it could have been a profit, but ultimately it didn't end up working, so we gave back a bit on that. Here's the possible break of 2.5. $2.6 may hold. Long at 244. Definitely got to watch out on these tickers. You know, there's a lot of selling volume on them. And close out there. It's kind of a sketchy move overall. I think it could break past 247. Small trade there on that one. I would look for this to go back above 247. Right now, HOTH is definitely the quick mover, but probably AINC is probably the fastest. But the problem with AINC, it just gets halted all the time. So blindly jumping in AINC might be the best bet. I honestly don't know if I'm going to do any more trading. Like, I don't like HOTH, really. I'm a little disappointed. Pre-market was amazing. Everyone who was trading pre-market with us in the chat room, I think we were gobbling up HOTH left and right. That's how I think we might be having one of the best days so far today. With AINC, I mean, it's a total, coin toss on, if it's going to get halted to the up or downside in a way. I mean, I feel like it has more upside potential, but very weird catalyst, and who knows what's really going to happen. I don't think an offering is going to be coming, but I don't know. I'm a little bit nervous. And then HOTH is just really losing steam. I mean, it's just like volume dying into no man's land. I think people are going on vacation early, guys. I think that's what's going on. BNGO, consolidation, easy chopping, getting chopped left and right. I mean, BNGO right now is like the definition of getting chopped out. You could be like buying these breakouts. They don't go that fast. Then you sell for a small loss. Then it kind of goes back up again, and you're just like going crazy. It just... Look how slow HOTH is right now. What kind of bounce was that? 2.4%. I don't know, guys. I might wrap it up. Not to mention, right now, for the first time on the stream, we've hit 800. We've hit 900. We've done it multiple times. But this would be the first time ever wrapping up over $1,000. And that's after a $400 loss, a $300 loss. We took big losses today, but we had some decent winners. I don't think I had one blow-away trade. I don't think I had one home run trade. Just like $200-300. Boom, boom, boom. HOTH. As it was crawling up here, all pre-market. It was beautiful. Breakout, pullback. We bought it. Breakout, pullback. Right now, my trades aren't showing because TD Ameritrade sometimes gets really laggy once the market opens. For some reason, this trade's showing, but these aren't, so it's a little weird. But I sold way too soon, but I was looking for a quick move back to 5, and that's why I don't like the market right now. Ever since the market opened, it's just a little bit unreliable in terms of like instant resolution. And I would have, if I traded this and won again, I guarantee you I would have got chopped out and somehow lost money on it. I don't know. Thanks, Only Clean Bangers. Thanks for Ramoli. Thanks, guys. John Steen says it's time to end. And don't worry, Only Clean Bangers. Like, small green day, small red day, it doesn't really matter ultimately in the end of the day. Today was, pure luck that it was a day I was over $1,000. Could have happened next week. Could have happened the week after that. We had a big red day this week. Yeah, see, HOTH, if I held this one a little bit longer, it would have worked. But, yeah, I chickened out on that. 6% move, guys. We could have made 300 again on that one, maybe more, 400 or 500. So, Ramoli says more espresso. Great job. Okay, so, you know what? I'm just going to stop day trading today because I usually wouldn't do that. If I see good opportunities, I trade them. But I feel like at this point, I hit 1,000 for the first time. It's the last day of the year. I've got so many other things on my mind today that I, kind of should be thinking about as well. But I shouldn't because I'm trading. It's so easy just to give back profits right now, and then me be upset because right now it's not the hottest trading day. So I think I might wrap it up here, but we'll still talk about swing trading. So let me grab a coffee. And then we'll still look at these tickers because I know a lot of you guys are still trading and I want to, pretend I'm trading as well. So we're still going to be talking about these tickers, but there's a few EVs and, managing our swing trade portfolio that I think is worth maybe talking about today. So grab a coffee, guys, drop a like, and I'll get back to you in a few minutes, probably 2 minutes or so. Wild Boy says, "Congrats, Alex, closing out the year with that $1,000 profit." Crazy. I've been thinking about the $1,000 profit for so long. I'm always the one to say it doesn't matter what, never have some arbitrary number in your mind. But I would also be lying if I said, $1,000 day trading, the first time you hit it on a new account challenge like this one, I don't know, it's it probably will affect your trading because you don't want to go back under that, right? And that, you never want to be thinking, I want to break a limit or I don't want to break a limit. That's so irrelevant for trading. So that's probably why I want to not do any more trading today, because I know it's just so slippery. Rick says, pretend, yeah. 2,000 is the next goal. Amen. Wild Boy says, I really think you should drop $1 and make it 101. Well, technically, it was 101,100, and then we lost some, and then we made back. So right now it's 1,076. Okay, BNGO, guys, is pulling back. Okay, so I'm going to go on a coffee break, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I apologize. That break took way longer than expected. Girlfriend was just as happy as I was when we broke the 1,000 mark, so really cool stuff there. Okay, so I'm going to talk about some swing trades. It looks like it's time to get busy here again, huh? Wow, oh wow. Anyone still trading HCAC? I mean, HOTH? I can't even speak anymore. Good thing I'm not trading. I probably would have done something so silly. Yeah, it's tough. So tough to say. Speaking to you, monster. Whew. All right. Let's get back to it, huh? Sloppy Sally. Of course, Sloppy Sally is trading HOTH. I don't think anyone is surprised about that. Dave Ramsey would agree with Monster. Rick says, I missed the second AINC halt. I'm super happy that I did. Oh my lord. All right. I totally not in the flow right now. You guys could probably recognize it. Okay, quick little recap what happened here. So it looks like AINC opened up. It actually had a huge move, but then it pulled back again, which could just be a healthy pullback, and then got halted again. Ridiculous. This ticker only gets halted, and that's because it has a giant spread. So it's going to open up again at 10:04 and 30 seconds. So pretty much in a minute. The question is this too many halts, and at what point does the SEC give it a 10-minute halt, maybe an hour-long halt, because they're going to want more news from the company to explain what's going on? Most likely that's not going to happen because it's just halting in a range. As long as it's not, going up 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 8,000%, 16,000%, like what was that ticker a few months back in September? It should be fine, but we'll see. Wild Boy says ducking halt zones. Yeah, let's actually see what the NASDAQ says about this one. All right, guys, throw your guesses in the hat, and we'll pick out one. AIN, I think it's just a, yeah, it's an M. That's like a normal, I can't even think right now. Normal volatility trading pause. So if it goes over 10% to the upside or downside in the last average of 5 minutes, that's usually the calculation. But sometimes your ticker runs 30% in one candle and doesn't get halted. So it's not always like the most accurate thing, but that's like the general or initial rule. Who knows? They might have changed it. Here we go. So this is T5, is the classic one. Trading has been paused by the NASDAQ due to a 10% or more move in the security in a 5-minute period. What the heck was that? That was my other laptop. It just went to sleep. So yeah, that's usually it. All right, let's get back here. So AINC open up there. We missed this open just by a few seconds. SPI, Zero Blue Ox. Yeah, SPI was the crazy one. AINC might get halted here. I really wish TD Ameritrade showed the halt blockers on the order book. You would see it down here. It would probably be highlighted, and then if it reached that price on the order book, the stock would get halted. And then you could see them moving that halt breaker on the order book. It's all automated, of course, but at least you'll know exactly the price. BTBT is ripsy. I want to see if this gets halted right here. I feel like it will any second. It's holding it. BTBT. Oh yeah, BTBT, really nice cruise here. BTBT just reached cruising altitude. This one can just consolidate to the upside from now on. At that critical kind of phase right around here. Oh, it had a really nice pullback, 30% pullback. Did anyone get that pullback on BTBT? Wow, this was picture perfect. My God, look at that. Anyone in this chat room could have got that if you were watching it. This is what I always say. Just because I'm not trading a stock does not mean it's not a good stock to trade. Like, I'm just one person and I'm focused on one or two stocks. And there's probably in any one given day, I don't know, 10 to 20 really good setups. If not more. But I would say, setups that would fit to some sort of criterion that you have practiced for X amount of time. Even Sloppy Sally could have gotten this entry. Yeah, Colby, that's probably true. What I do, because I know I can't trade halted stocks that well, because to me it's a total gamble. I can't manage my risk well, I should say, more than anything. It's hard to manage your risk on a stock that just goes up and down like crazy and then gets halted and you don't know what's going to happen. I just avoid it. Like, I don't see anything interesting about that. I mean, to me it's just it's like playing the lottery with, like, instead of impossible odds, maybe like 50-50 odds a little bit. But I still can't manage my risk properly, so I'm not going to trade it. With HOTH, I mean, everyone here should understand why I was trading HOTH pre-market. And everyone in the chat room, I think pre-market as well, was looking at this one, and if they weren't trading it, they were kind of kicking themselves, because even I was kicking myself because I missed a lot of this trading at first. I didn't really start trading HOTH till pretty late, but at first I was like, wow, this was nice breakout here, good catalyst, low float, really making healthy pullbacks, trending above VWAP, big room to the upside. So this is the classic one we were trading quite aggressively, and then ever since in pre-market or market open, we had this flush here. This was kind of nasty. We were approaching this big support. Somehow I totally butchered the most obvious move to the big support bounce. This was a nice 6% bounce, and I lost money on it, so that was a little depressing. And then I got this tiny bounce here, but talk about selling too soon. So HOTH right now could be forming a rounded bottom. Could be an interesting ticker to keep trading at one point. We have definitely upside here till 2.6. That's about 8% upside with about 4% up downside from the low of this candle. Right now, I'm not trading anymore. I'm done with day trading for the day. But if I was, I think I would still be deadly focused on HOTH more than anything else. Yeah. I like Sloppy Sally. That emoji with the glasses was spot on. It's Colby, for me, it's not like saying never trade a ticker under X amount of float. To me, it's more of like once it reaches, low float and it's halting a lot, and those things are kind of coming together, that's usually when I, kind of step away. But Ross Cameron jumps on halts sometimes like an animal, and he kills it. So maybe in a few months when I feel more comfortable around halts, then maybe I will also at one point get more aggressive on it. But for me right now, it's I don't feel like I would have any sort of advantage trading a halt. So that's why I just kind of let him slip through my fingers. HOTH, this is exactly what we're talking about, making its nice move to 206. Hopefully somebody's nailing this one. Yeah, Colby, he definitely is. Tigran. That's so, I don't know. if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But maybe the reason is because you don't feel like you have to do anything else and you're really focused. And that could be. Sloppy Sally says Ross was really cranky today. Oh, that's... How come? You know what? I probably could guess because the market open was horrible today. So like if you weren't trading between like, I don't know, 7 and 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it really is not a good day to trade so far today. Yeah, Colby, that's super true. Constantine says, my wish next year is for you to start the live stream an hour earlier or so. I probably will do it a few times and then we'll see if it makes sense. Ultimately, my biggest problem is like I'm not always ready at 8, and that's, I don't want to like promise I'm going to always start at 8 and then, you know, not be able to deliver that. So maybe we'll do it like every now and then spontaneously. I can't really give an answer to that at the moment. AIKI setting up, coming from Baconator. That's funny. Guys, watch out with HOTH. Oh, I said that a little bit late. The reason I saw that, I didn't even really notice this candle yet, but we had a double top here. This is a perfect shoulder to the left. Be careful, just, you know, big resistance above. This was a perfect run here, 10% run. I could have made another $1,000 on that one. See, now I'm starting to get FOMO because the thing is, we had a bit of a triple bottom here, and then we broke back above the 9 EMA. We had a perfect pullback here, and we were making highs with possible upside to 2.6. That was a 6% move from where I could have got in. Okay, so I could have made maybe 600 on a 10K position size. But, yeah, you get the point. Like, it's super tempting to keep trading because right now we're starting to get some moves that are looking a little cleaner. BNGO, now, I'm still not a big fan, but you know, who knows? It could start crawling up higher. BTBT, this one's really solid. This was a good call out, guys. BTBT was a really phenomenal move. Look at that freaking, this is like a linear move to the upside, where the tops are just about perfect. That's a nice channel. I'm not even really sure where I would carve out that channel, but somewhere, I don't know. Super, super nice one. Just be careful with HOTH. I mean, this one's clearly in a downtrend, and I wouldn't be trading breakouts so much on HOTH. Take care, Michael. Sloppy Salad, he's so bad. She's probably hiding around here somewhere. You'll see her next year. All right, Scott Stout. We should open you know what I'll do? I'll open a Discord chat room for options because I know a lot of you guys trade options, and maybe Bren can manage it. He could be in charge of it or something. All right, let's talk about some swing trades. Looking at HOTH is just making me a little bit shaky. So swing trades, unfortunately, they're down about 700 today. No surprise, LAZR and VLDR. These are the two tickers that we wanted to sell because of the news that Elon Musk came out with saying autonomous driving does not need LiDAR technology. LAZR and VLDR are LiDAR autonomous driving vehicle technology companies. So that's why I wanted to sell them into the market open. Unfortunately, I didn't get that morning spike that I wanted to sell both these tickers on. So that was a little bit of the downside. I should have forced it the second there was even a slight move to the upside right here. That was a nice one. Now we're back. We're down 6% on the day. So yeah, it's quite unfortunate. This sell-off has very light volume, so that gives me a little bit of confidence. But the day's just starting here, so that doesn't mean that volume is not going to be increasing. So that's a little bit unfortunate as well. So I think VLDR, if I can sell this one into a pop back to the upside, I think that's probably what I'll do. I got to say I messed up. I snoozed on this one a little bit too much. I should have been much quicker trading VLDR into the market open. LAZR, same situation. This one's down as well. So very, very unfortunate. I was thinking, I had two alerts here. If we cracked, made it like a little bit of a market open rally, that was where I want to sell. So right now I think we might be at some sort of temporary, very temporary low, and I would like to sell into any sort of spike back to the upside. So we'll see what happens. Why only for a second? That's rude. No, you guys are planning some God knows what conspiracy theories. I feel like this is like the future breeding pit of conspiracy theories. This chat room. She's in one of my recap videos. She was actually in an intro video where she was... No, wait, was that an intro video? It was so funny. Yes. It was in Portugal, and we were surfing, and I walk up into the water, and I'm like, how was surfing today? And she was a little bit upset, and you could tell. It was really funny. Let's see here. Let's just quickly run. Man, all of my swing trades are down today. It's never a nice thing to see when all your swing trades are down. GOEV, guys. GOEV is going to give us an opportunity to buy it under 14 potentially. This is really exciting stuff, guys. I'm ready to go long GOEV. Canoe, this came from HCAC, the SPAC, right? Hennessy Capital Acquisition Corp. Yeah, it says it right there, number 2. We're going to be able to fund our account on Monday. So on Monday, that's when I will have more swing trading capital. So GOEV, guys, nobody buy it. We have to wait. We have to wait. It has to go lower, so who knows? Who knows? What else we got? HYLN. I really think HYLN, guys, at this point, has found a little bit of a low, primarily because it just can't really sell off anymore. Right now there's a lot of volume, or there's a kind of declining volume, a little bit bounce back to the upside. I feel like any good news on this one could really rip it back higher. All right, I'm obviously super biased on HYLN, so keep that in mind. I'm long HYLN at 17.06. We've been holding it for quite some time. We're actually really in the green on this one. We bought right around here, I think it was. Then I was red again a little bit longer, and then we had a nice little pop to the upside. But then it's kind of been playing with us on and off. I do really think that this could be a good double bottom here, and we might have that move back above 20. I also think maybe we're going to go back into the 14s for a little bit, and then that could be another good bottom. That was kind of my original place to buy this one, and then I got ants in my pants, and I entered it too early. MCAC kind of trending to the upside here. MBAC, Newborn Acquisition Corp, taking the EV public, doing okay moves. I plan to hold down for a little bit longer. Really waiting for SSPK to really start taking off. I feel like this one's really marinating right now. It's really taking its time. So, all these swing trades, guys, are probably going to go into 2021. That's what it's currently looking like. Romoli says HYLN has good potential above 20. I totally agree. I totally agree. I think a lot of people were accumulating around 20, and there's a lot of back holders on HYLN. It's going to be hard to get back above 20, but I think at least moving towards 20 is very likely. And then if we break 20, that's going to be a big break of resistance. and then there was just good upside from there. So we'll see how it goes. But I think HYLN is at the moment full of a lot of back holders that are just borderline not even willing to sell anymore. So I would like to see it pop back above 20 and then hit this former resistance at around 25. So that's kind of my goal for HYLN. ACY is still being called out. You guys are funny with these tickers sometimes. ACY, man, this is just such a wild roller coaster. It is fun to trade these tickers. Like, wow, look at that open. My God. Whew. Colby, for sure. Feel free to call out any that you are interested in. I also write down a lot of tickers that you guys call out that I need to research, since you guys call out, a lot of great tickers that I might not be aware of yet. So I'll write them down. So EVFM, GILD, GOEV. We just talked about, but Rick was asking what to trade it at and how long to hold. I'm waiting for anything below 14, but I can't trade it till Monday next year, and I would like to hold it for quite some time. I would give myself at least 2 months runway space. I usually try to give myself 2 months runway space with any swing trade I'm trading. But if I take profits the next day, that's how it is. It doesn't mean that it's going to take 2 months to have your trade come to fruition. This also doesn't mean that it will ever come to fruition. So it's so important to remember that. Let's pop up GILD. Gilead Sciences. Well, this is a ticker that is no stranger to us. Wow, it's selling off so much that it's hard to even look at on our chart. This is tough. Really, really selling off quite a bit. They have a really nice dividend. So if you are long GILD because you like the company fundamentally, it's not bad holding on to this one for quite some time. It seems I don't want to say cyclical, but it seems like it trades in a range. So I think finding a good low in that range and then kind of trading that would probably be a wise way to go about GILD. What I mean by that is we kind of have this medium zone around 70 for about 4 years. This was always the medium. So if you were just kind of trading the low ends of this and then selling to the pops to the upside, obviously, guys, it's easy to comment on these things in hindsight. I'm aware of that. But the reason we're talking about this is because if you understand the way stock is trading in the past, stocks oftentimes repeat themselves. Right, there's the old saying that history doesn't, rhymes. Was that history rhymes and repeats itself? Nice little break there on 57. So what I would be careful with this one is GILD is clearly right now breaking a key support zone at 63, and it had a little bit of a dead cat bounce here at around 57. And now it's cracking its support again. I don't know if right now is yet the time to accumulate. This one could be forming a little bit better of an indicator for accumulation. It's a little hard to say. I would just be nervous right now because we're in this really nice range for quite some time, and now it's breaking that range. that would make me a little bit nervous with GILD. Again, like ultimately, you want to know what they're doing fundamentally. I don't know enough about this company to really comment on it, but just technicals, it looks like there was a bit of loss of faith here on this company for whatever reason. I couldn't say. So next major support zone could be around this 47 zone. So that's what I would be looking for, around 47. And then, you know, a safe retest would be anything around here. That's like a 14-15% pop. So that's not a bad move on GILD. But would I buy it now? I don't know. It could be a good buy now, but it could also be a very, very costly buy now. You could easily be down 15%. The thing about, I'll wrap it up here. The thing I like about GILD in a way is even if you bought here, most likely you could still come out profitable. Even if it sells all the way down to 48, you can average down, and then on the move back to 58, you can close your position, and in the meantime, you'll probably have 1 or 2 dividend payments. So you could still probably manage your risk quite well on GILD. So definitely one to kind of keep watching. I'll put an alert here, see if it breaks below 52 at one point. Could be interesting. All right, I know that was kind of a super long kind of tangent there, but it was an interesting ticker that I felt like, you know, it was nice to dive into a little bit more. EVFM. This looks like, so I almost never swing trade biotechs because I don't know how to evaluate biotechs. And I really don't know if anyone truly does, because even the scientists, you know, they're just trying to figure out new drugs, and, you know, it's a constant like trial and error, shot in the dark process. So I usually don't look at them for swing trading, but at the same time, EVFM, no, you know what? The reverse splits, this one's trending to the downside, has bigger volume here, mainly because probably dilution. I'd be careful on EVFM. Any news could probably spike this one up. I wouldn't be surprised if we were day trading EVFM at one point on a big, you know, 100% spike on some sort of FDA, some news or clinical trials, but I don't know. Just looking at this one, I couldn't go long it at the current point. Thanks, Ramoy, man. Happy New Year to you, too. HOTH popping up again. JAGX. Jaguar Health. Whew, what a rally on this one. Oh, my God. You know, even though I'm not a big fan of the sub-dollars, this is like a picture-perfect day trading chart. We have a really nice breakout kind of from this high of 8.5, and after that we had, you know, one beautiful pullback, another beautiful pullback. This thing's ripping up. This thing's really gaining momentum. Interesting call out, interesting call out for Jax. Gabriel P. That was a nice move. Really nice move, actually. Who owns Rolls Royce again? Not even really sure. NIO. To be honest, guys, I would rather trade some SPACs, some EV SPACs around $11-12, then trade NIO. NIO, you're really just risking, in my eyes, you're risking a lot for some offering news or something like that. I don't know. It's not for me. I never want to say, like, talk down a stock because everyone has a different strategy. But this one isn't one for me, unfortunately. Vazik is asking how much I have in my portfolio. In the swing trading portfolio, we have about $20,000, a little bit less after the $600 loss today. In the day trading portfolio, it doesn't really matter. I keep over $25,000 obviously in it for day trading purposes, but I don't really let it get that much. Every month I bring it back to like around 30K. Oops, I just hit my computer. A few screens just got crooked. Gotta love the small caps, Micah, huh? Yeah, fair enough, Aaron. I'm definitely not like against NIO. I just like based on trading opportunities, swing trading opportunities. I feel like there's other tickers I would be more interested in based on my limited amount of capital that I can allocate. That's kind of my thoughts on that ticker. Man, I should have got out on these LiDAR companies pre-market. I was thinking already that's probably the right decision. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, huh? I'm going to see. I think most likely they're going to consolidate. They're going to find a little bit of a price range, and then there's a good chance that they'll have a little bit of a spike and then at one point, and they'll probably sell into the spike. So VLDR and LAZR, guys, there's a big chance I'm going to sell those positions fairly soon. I don't really think I'll do it today, but most likely it will happen pre-market or extended hours, knowing myself. So if I do, I'll be sure to post that in the Discord. Colby's wondering how old I am. I'm 28. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have let you guys guess. Darn it. Whatever. It's out now. I'm 28. Fazik, you don't have to always write in caps. We actually look down upon caps. We try to only use caps for tickers. So I just want to let you know that. Just keep that in mind. But my day trading goal is 10% of my average position size. It's that simple. So 10% of my average position size would be 5.5, $550 roughly. So if I'm over $550, it's a good day, And then my max loss for the day is $550. So today we're closing the day roughly at about $1,000. So today is, today's like a solid day. Today's 200% of my average position size, and we're ending the month at about 120% of my average position size. Oh, actually, like 130, 140, because today we made $1,000, so that makes the net profit for the month $7,300. This is going to be one of my best day trading months with day trading small caps, our day trading small cap portfolio. So that's pretty sweet. Hopefully that answers some questions there. How long have I been trading? Not long enough. I hope to be trading for a long time. But we started a long time ago, back in 2013, I think it was. I was a full-time day trader in New York City. I was my own trader, so I was like in my own office, co-working space. But I was friends with a lot of other traders that worked at prop firms. That kind of got me into trading. And then I started a company with my brother back in Florida. So like 2015, I moved to Florida and I was working, I was doing a lot of software stuff. And then I was traveling for a really long time and still working on a company with my brother. So that was like 2-3 years. I kind of took off of trading. And then 2018, I kind of came back into trading full speed, mainly crypto. In 2019, a lot of crypto as well. And then 2020 was, I was like, you know what, I miss trading small caps. I'm going to go back to small cap trading and swing trading. And that's kind of, so 2018 or 2020 was the year of, putting all our strategies to test again, making sure everything looks right, everything feels right. So 2021 is going to be the year of growth. So buckle up, boys, because we got some good stuff planned for 2021. Maybe we'll all make a SPAC together at one point. So it's going to be fun. So hit that subscribe button if you're new. Join the journey. What's up, Pablo? Just saw your message. Been busy week. Be back in the new year. Yeah, man. Yeah. Dude, we've all been super busy, man. It's been like the most hectic last few weeks. Do you guys know Chubbies? It's like these short shorts. I find them pretty cool. It's a classic example. Got a picture from Michael Jordan. They always come out with these kind of ridiculous outfit. Anyway, the reason I brought this up is because Pablo, you reminded me, like these last 2-3 weeks for me, and then even really starting Thanksgiving, because I was in the States for Thanksgiving, they've literally been like this. Like, I am also just as excited as you are to start the year on the 4th, which is a Monday. Markets are open again, full week. You get back into my routine. I'm just super excited for it. We invested in caffeine. We invest as well. We don't talk about it that much on this channel. We sometimes do after 10:30 because that's when I wrap up day trading. But primarily these streams are focused on day trading small caps. And then we also do discuss investments, swing trades, primarily swing trades, and like a ridiculous amount of other weird stuff that is super irrelevant to trading. So what's XBEV up to? XBEV is actually coming back down to some reasonable levels again. I saw QS being called out. QS, why do you do these things to us? Who's going long QS? You know what? I might just freaking... No, I'm not going to do it. I'm waiting for QS to pull back to more healthy levels, but you guys can guarantee it. One day I will be a proud owner of a share of QS, or multiple shares ideally. Ozzy called it Budgie's Smuggler. That sounds pretty funny, short pants. What's the plan for 21? For now, just keep doing what we're doing. And then I think with every week and with every month, we try to, rinse and repeat, get rid of the stuff that's not working and, build upon the stuff that everyone likes and I enjoy and makes sense for long term. Everything I try to do is a bit more long term focused. So, nothing super random. Like, we're not going to randomly switch up anything. So for now, we're just going to, keep grinding it. Robert, no, I don't have hotkeys, but I have 4 screens, 2 of which are trading. I'm trading on. So sometimes I have the chart on both screens, like a ticker on both screens, but I'll place the order on a different screen. So like here, I'll say like buy on the order book or the ladder. This is the order ladder on TOS, and this is the order book. And then you guys will see it actually get filled on the main screen that the camera is recording. So it's a bit confusing sometimes. I don't always switch in time, or I don't always trade on the screen that you guys see. Mainly because if I'm trading, let's say HOTH, which I was trading all day today on my second screen, I don't want to switch it around because sometimes, you know, that's like one extra thing my brain has to adjust to, and I like to be as focused as possible, so I don't sometimes switch that. Yeah, BTBT guys, this was a phenomenal call out that you guys had on the 4-hour chart. It's just about beautiful with this pullback here, and then overall, it's just been a nice runner. Right now, it might be a little overextended, but Pablo, I like it. Been tuning into the universal vibrations of the market. Heck yeah, man. We should all get together and do some hardcore like market vibration feeling. I'm all about it. Sign me up. I feel like I think the reason that I think the markets are so interesting, and I feel like a lot of people don't really think about this that don't trade, is all the market is just a bunch of like human emotions put on a chart, and it's really interesting trying to read those emotions. So I find, you know, once you got your finger on the pulse, some days you do and some days you don't. Every now and then, you know, you wake up and you just like one trade after another goes wrong. And those are the days that you don't have your finger on the pulse, you can't read those vibrations. And then, you know, the best thing to do is just stop trading. So every now and then it happens, you know, maybe even like once a week it happens. Doesn't mean you can't end as a green day. I feel like every single day has the opportunity to be a green day. But when you notice you're trading wrong, you're trading poorly, you got to really start adjusting your trading based on kind of how you're feeling that day sometimes. It's a lot of like self-exploration trading. What's up, CC Trader? I like it, man. Welcome to the community. Buckle up. It's a crazy place. HOTH. Look at this. Making a move back to 5-6. Anyone trading this one? Whew. ET, am I trading ET, energy transfer? No, I don't know. It kind of looks like Carnival Cruise Lines or like American Airlines. Look at this. Tell me how similar that is, huh? It's like identical. Or CCL, Carnival Cruise Lines. So similar, huh? ET. No, I don't know anything about this company. Can't really comment on it, but feel free to share more. What's my target on QS? Oh! HOTH just broke 2.6. Congrats to anyone long that one. I really wish I was trading it as well, but I told myself no more trading today. QS. What's my target on this ticker? It's tough. You know, I feel like it's going to come back down here to the 70s at one point. It's probably going to do a dead cat bounce, and then maybe it's going to go back to the 50s. I would really like a move to the 50s. I feel like if we can get some sort of entry here, I would cry from happiness. I don't know if it's going to happen. That'd be a very strong pullback, but these EV companies, they're no stranger to pulling back 60%. Even Tesla pulls back 60% for every now and then. So if we just go to Tesla, I mean, look at this move here. This was a wicked move to the downside. This was a 64% move to the downside. Yeah, obviously that was with Corona and everything. So, you know, there is that. But at the same time, like, their QS is a very new ticker, and it's a very volatile ticker, and it wouldn't take a lot necessarily to get this one, you know, to go down 64% of the high. So like I'm not rushing getting into QS. I really like QS. It's got a great team behind it. I mean, it's got big names investing behind it. But yeah, at the moment for me, I feel like it's still overvalued Could be wrong, but that's my thought. That's my extremely conservative analysis. And if you're totally new here and you don't know, I'm usually extremely conservative when it comes to my entries, and I miss a lot of moves. So just because, I want to wait for it to get to 50, like, there's probably a good chance it never will. So just want to, put a little claim out there. Pablo says, don't let Alex buy GameStop. GME is going to be the end of me. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Maybe it's ridiculous. Maybe it's just a giant short squeeze. It doesn't even have the volume to back it up. There's no way I would ever go long GameStop. Well, never say never, but like, what is going on here? This has to be a short squeeze. If anyone wants to do like a solid research analysis on GME and post it on, I don't know, like some site or thread or forum or even Trade Journal, it's really easy to post stuff on Trade Journal. Just go to add post and you can make a whole post. Feel free to share it in the Discord. I would love to do analysis on it, and I would even review it here on the live stream with you guys. I'm generally confused why it constantly goes up. Discord, remember guys, if you just go to tradejournal.co/connect, you go to the Discord right here. For me, probably one of my favorite upcoming entries is going to be BFT and GOEV. These are my two most favorite tickers I'm looking at right now. So if you are not long any sort of EVs at the moment, I would probably consider looking into these, doing your own due diligence, maybe totally ignoring it if you don't like it. But for me, BFT and GOEV, BFT is actually not an EV stock. BFT is PaySafe, a competitor with PayPal that's kind of focused a little bit more on actual transactions in the back end. I think Twitch, they do processing for Twitch. So this is a SPAC that's going to be merging with it. And then GOEV just merged with HCAC. So GOEV and BFT are my two top current tickers. Will NKLA recover? There's the $1 million question. I don't know. Kind of reminds me a little bit of HYLN. That's depressing. Man, NKLA is riddled with so many scandals that I wouldn't really want to touch it. I guarantee you it's also riddled with bag holders galore. So any positive news could pop this ticker 30%. But I think when it does pop 30%, which probably will happen at one point, a lot of bag holders are going to be dumping. So if I was to play NKLA, I would be buying near lows and waiting and praying for any good news and then dumping as soon as possible, probably pre-market. I think that's how I would treat NKLA. That's like the most pessimistic view ever, and I haven't really been looking too much into fundamentals on NKLA in a long time. So take it all with a very grain of salt, but like with somebody that hasn't been looking into NKLA from a bird's eye view and knowing a little bit about the past of this company, I think that's how I would go about it. Yeah, BFT really like makes me feel a little bit, it gets me going, let's just say. NKLA says 426 says NKLA is selling a bunch of fake ideas. Yeah, in my eyes, pretty much. Plug. I like Plug. I've always been too conservative on this ticker. I remember in these areas I was like, I can't buy it. I can't get myself to buy it. And guess what? It goes up another 47%. So I don't even like talking about Plug because every time for this whole year pretty much, I was like, it's overextended. And it's only gone up. So in my eyes, it's overextended. I don't know what else to say. Do with that what you will. Mangled Mango says it jingles my bells. That's what BFT does. BFT is a bell jingler. Sloppy Sally. Of course, Sloppy Sally is looking to trade NKLA. Guys, no surprise there. So NKLA, Sloppy Sally says 27.86. That's such a specific target. You know what we should do? Sloppy Sally. This will be a hilarious day. 28, 27.86. PT stands for price target. Now, it doesn't mean that it has to like do it at this time frame, but that's just overall. All right, we'll just leave it there. So there's Sloppy Sally's price prediction, guys. There you see it. Edit properties. Let's make it a little bit bigger here. It's kind of hard to see. Size. Let's make it a positive 16. There we go. Nice. There we go. Sloppy Sally. Sloppy Sally, what color do you want to be? I feel like you probably like the color purple. Although light blue might be more approachable for Sloppy Sally. So let's make it light blue. It's a little bit more approachable. Or whatever Sloppy Sally wants. Sloppy Sally thinks plug equals poop. Ah, nice. Ramoli got HOTH. Are you waiting for the break of VWAP? HOTH has made such a nice reversal. Oh my god, 16%. HOTH. If I did not hit my $1,000 marker today, guaranteed I would have traded HOTH over and over and over and over again today. I don't know if I would have made money on it, but like I like this one the most, for sure. Throw hands on the live stream. Wait, Colby, we're on the same team. We're supporting each other. This is a support group. Oh, I didn't see that. Alex, are you involved in crypto? Yeah, I do like crypto. Crypto monster is probably a slight overstatement, but who is not long crypto? Is anyone in this chat room not long crypto? I don't think I've ever asked that. I just kind of assumed everyone here was long crypto. Let me write in the chat room if you guys are short crypto or not long crypto. All right, guys, we got to wrap it up really soon here. So poop out any last questions or whatever. And it's been a heck of a year. You know, I'm so happy we're going to 2021 with this community because I think we have so much to grow and learn from each other. This is going to be good fun. BTC for life, bro. There we go. My cousin is non-crypto, afraid of IRS problems. What? That doesn't even make sense. Crypto is very easy to report to the IRS. Zero Blue is not long crypto. Okay, fair enough. Enjoy learning and watching it. That's. I like the open mindset though. That's good. Mangled Mango has 35 bucks in crypto. There we go. That's a start. Did I buy Hex HEX? No, I don't think so. No, I did not. BTC for life. There we go. Colby shorted BTC at 10K and still holding. Oh, what? No. Are you serious? That can't be right. That means you would have had to refund your account. Well, that means I'm under IRS hotlight. But all you do is report it. It's not. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people don't report their crypto earnings, but you should. That's not a road you want to go down. Suyog is wondering what to buy tomorrow. Please stop doing that. Okay, well, someone was just punished. But to answer that question, BFT and GOEV are two tickers that I'll be looking for Monday. Guys, all right, so don't forget, like Nick says, the markets are closed for tomorrow. Keep that in mind. Casey has 2.5 Bitcoins for life. Woo, Casey, I like it. That's good for you. Very nice. How far will Bitcoin drop? I have no idea, but I hope to accumulate some more on the drop. So yeah, guys, next time we'll be having the stream. Next time I'll see you guys is next year. So stay fit, stay healthy, don't do anything too ridiculous. I will see you guys first thing next year on Monday, January 4th. No trading tomorrow. Big happy New Year's to everyone. Sending my love out to everyone. Let's start a SPAC 2021. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we did. I just don't know what to start it about. SPAC for traders, I don't know. You wild animals, have a good weekend, extended weekend. I love to hear it, guys. Such nice stuff. Awesome group. Study up, guys. Remember, study all your past trades. I've been dedicating a lot of time studying my past trades. I probably study my past trades, including the amount of time it takes to document them, which is a lot as well, more than I trade. So remember, like reviewing, studying, practicing, watching other traders, taking notes is really important. Take these couple of days to dig into that a little bit more. Nice, Ali. Well, the first thing is that you already identified a problem. So now I would start saying study the charts and try to figure out where you're going wrong. Especially, start always on a larger time frame, daily. Go to the daily, go to the 5 minute, go to the 1 minute. Where's the sign? All right, guys, take care, stay safe, make some awesome trades if you keep trading. I'm out of here. It's 10:57, so we're wrapping up pretty much. 10:58 now, so we're wrapping up 2 minutes a little bit earlier here. So yeah, guys, it was a pleasure trading with you guys all again today. Hopefully our Roth bounces back a little bit, but overall our day trading account over $1,000 today. Woo! Let's keep the momentum going for the Monday. Peace out, guys. Take care, and remember to join the Discord. And I will see you guys in the Discord this weekend. So boom, ciao, cacao, guys. Peace. Calm Down says, I'm going to go to Germany and get a girlfriend. That's a good strategy. That's a winning strategy right there. Ciao, ciao, guys.